and the people who did wrong by certain values. And now with your teachings, we can come out of these mysteries and say, okay, maybe the creation of all these herbs at the time created the anger of the earth, the emotion of the earth, or maybe the beings over the sky, or the destructive way of life they had taken, but it takes some time before they can destroy themselves. So how was this thing called divine punishment happened? Or
a lot of rubbish.
But it's
there is no divine punishment. The divine punishment is that you know you cannot do wrong and you pay for it.
Yeah.
And you pay with your back. Is something people can't understand, so they put a divine punishment. The day of judgment is the day of the balancing of the book of your own soul, nobody else's. You got to remember, there is 7 billion people on this 8 billion soon, and all the time, billions die every year, 2 years, if you add it up collectively. So there is a collection of hundreds of billions from the time when life for man is started. Forget about the animals, the trees, and the thing. Can you imagine the queue of people now queued up for the day of judgment? Can it exist? The divine punishment is you knowing that when you're done, you have less to go with. That's all. That's divine. That's the secret. How do you want to do it? Do you want to put punishment into it? You want to put the Ruza Qiyamat, whatever you want to call it. It's just made up for people to be afraid of. Reality, you are the captain of the ship. You decide where to anchor the ship. And that's divine. And once you understand that responsibility.
It's written that the Lut people were doing wrong, some actions, which is not good. And they didn't know it. They think it's fashion. They think it's good. And God said sent to prophet to say to Lut, to this good guy, the prophet, leave the city tonight and let those who were there don't look back, and they will be destroyed, and just don't look back. And his wife looked back and he became a stone. So how do you explain this?
Well, you have to see what's the truth about it. what it means. If you take the soul of physicality, yeah, and convert it in energy, you can become a stone. That's all, as simple as that. If you develop the energy of the soul of physicality reaches the level of the energy of a stone in inertia, you become a stone. That happens in your body. You call it tooth, you call it bone. And that's why bones and teeth are the only thing left when you die in the physical dimension. This is simple. This is a knowledge. Now we understand it, so it's totally irrelevant.
It takes time to become
instantaneous. It's instantaneous.
Is it like the Maya people, some people you said destroyed, they get vanished? Is it the same thing?
They don't vanish. It's not. It's just that you got to understand the process. There were people in the human cycle that they could manage themselves to stone them back to a living thing. If you carry the soul inside. It's the same as you can become Chinese looking when you go to China, and you become African looking in Africa. It's just understanding the chameleon of the soul, not chameleon of the physicality.
Another thing, thank you, is that, when you say, my wish is my command, and we are creator, some people say that because that's what you kind of, I have problem with this word, I'm creator. Because
have you had children?
in a way, yes.
Did you give birth to any children?
Give birth? No.
So you are a creator. When you're a mother, you're a creator of that child. But you can be no mother, but create a love for a child, and you still create of new emotion in that child.
Yes, I accept that. But
so
if I'm a creator, I'm big. So I'm not
no,
giving
who
from God.
says?
Creator
Who
is
says?
kind of power.
No. If you create a statue, do you have a power over a statue? Move, sit, move, left, right. We don't have that. It's what we envisage, what suits us to befit us and befit our emotion.
Yeah, because we say there is only one God.
Yeah. And there are many gods.
Okay. And when you say my command is my wish is
it's my decision. It's my decision, and that'll be it. I decide, and that'll be it.
But can I say that also?
Yes.
My wish is my command.
You decide to go to the shop to buy the clothes, it's your command. You decide to go. If you sit, the clothes doesn't come from the shop to you, does it? Yeah?
Yeah, but it's not instantaneous.
One is in the dimension of the soul, and one is in the dimension of physicality.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So it's
Thank
okay.
you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much for today.
Mr. Keshe, Mr. Keshe.
Yes. Yes.
Please. You just said there are many gods. Do you want to wait until next week to expand on that?
The God is us. Translation of the God as a creator, not translation of God as the big creator of everything. You understand? There is a philosophy which we come into it when man matures, even our creator as a creator. Otherwise, how was he created? You understand?
But where does that change stop? Does it stop?
It becomes us. It comes back to us to become them, to become us as what? As one.
Kind of like with the technology when you're feeding it back into yourself.
Yeah. Thank you very much for today. Thank you for everything.